Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm just trying to work out my audio, and I don't think it's working. So that is, of course, my card. As you can see, my card cam, which is just beneath me here. Um, it is playing audio, even though it's not supposed to be outputting audio. It's still outputting. So I don't want it to be looping back through my mic, which is a brand new mic as well, which I might show you in a moment. But we are here, of course, to check out, of course, the new. Where is it here? I will show you the cards that I was able to nab in the first box that I have opened. It is, of course, where are we? These multi-cams are doing me in already. Legacy Ultimate, as you can see there, pardon the reflections. And I do have on screen there the checklist as well. So we do have a couple people tuning in at the moment, 4 people in fact. So thank you as always for tuning in. Let us know in the comment section as well if you are a collector and if you are collecting any particular players, teams, all that sort of stuff. Always keen to hear. For those people that know me historically, I am a hardcore collector of Sammy Walsh, Charlie Curnow, and Harry Mackay. So I was, spoiler alert, very, very fortunate. For the first time, I think, ever from an unboxing, that I was able to nab a card that I was after, that I was chasing. So I will go through those now, get them out of the way. And you can probably see it on camera here. I've really got to get used to this little camera that I've got here. I don't know why I've got it, because it's virtually like top down. But I'll roll through I guess the more basic cards that I've been able to get. So for those people who don't know, as you can see here on the checklist, first and foremost, you're actually given a team set, and they all come in these little boxes here. There's 3 boxes to be exact, mini boxes within the actual boxes themselves, and they come with a team set. And I was able to nab Richmond, which isn't too shabby, considering the demand, but they're all numbered as well, which means the fact that they all hold a specific value. So in terms of tradability and, of course, on selling, if you want to, use that money to put towards, obviously the cards you're chasing. Big upgrade here from Select, and I hope that they continue this into their further releases, because I've got a whole desk full of cards here to my left that virtually are just I've been using as padders, as protectors for those cards that I'm trading and posting to other people. So Select, continue doing this. Really does up the value of your box overall, and it means that no card is wasted. So really do love the fact that they've done this for the first time, and hopefully they continue it. But without further ado, let's have a look through those cards. In fact, sorry, there's 4 boxes, mini boxes within the actual big box themselves. So we'll start with these ones here, and hopefully it isn't mirrored, but as you can see there, that is the Vortex of Brad Close. We've got Brody Mycheck, and that's the, as you'll see on the, might need to scroll down a smidge. No, you can see it there. So the Tom Green one there on the checklist, they're called Stadia. So it's virtually a card that just pays homage, I guess, to the stadium. This here, Mycheck, does his best work, obviously, on the MCG, Collingwood's home ground, and really nice card. Doesn't do it justice there because it's not focusing, but really nice card. One of my favorites, actually. Darcy Moore, I actually pulled both of these cards back to back. This is his All-Australian card, and these are really nice cards as well, so happy with that. You get one of these per box, and it is the prototype. Ended up getting Libba there, which there's a lot of stuff going on there, very busy, because of the fact that, I mean, you can see behind him there, but his tattoos just add to that busyness. Now, the honours cards aren't the best. This is the team, I guess, base card. They are all numbered, of course, as well. Still side bottom honours, and you end up getting, I think it's 8 of these cards in each box. So they're the lower end ones. Tim English, Dawson from North. If it focuses there, who is that? Jordan Clark from Freo. Jake Saligo, and it was quite funny as well, because I ended up pulling 3 Adelaide cards back to back, and I'll show you in a moment the other 2. The Horny one, of course, and these are Honours Plus as well. So it's like the Optimum Plus cards. So I'm not a massive fan of these. It looks like mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Or whatever the saying is. So that's all of them, Tom Lynch. And of course, I ended up pulling, I was pretty excited with this because I rarely pull any of the Carlton cards, obviously my own side. The old wheat bag there, honours. Now let's get into the big dog cards that I pulled here that really made up for the lack thereof, I guess, quality of previous releases. I've really had some bad luck, and I think it's not too bad in terms of the insert or the chase cards, and the percentage chance of you actually nabbing something half decent, because I was able to nab, first and foremost. Now, if this actually this is not the best, I should probably just use this one. That is Joshua Shelley, and it's number number 8 of 69. Ding ding dinner for 2. That was the first one. I might just ditch this card cam, and I'll just have to put. I might do the reveal on this, and then we'll pan up. So that's a gold of Luke Lloyd from the Lions. Draft pick Sig. Oscar Ryan of the Crows. So that was the third card, of course, Rochelle being the second Crows card. So there's a bit of a Crows box there. And Oscar Ryan is a gold. And then I had a bronze Cooper Simpson. Draft pick Sig. And then this is the Pista Resistance. This here is one of the biggest cards that I've pulled in my own collection. As I said, I collect Charlie, Harry, and Walshy. And this is the first time, and I reckon I've unboxed, and I guess, at least over 10 releases, and I've never been able to pull one of my own big dog cards. Now, this is a card that is numbered 45 of 50, so it is a big chase card, and it is future Hall of Fame Charlie Curnow. So absolutely wrapped with that. I did a record of the unboxing. Might put it up if anyone's keen to watch it, but I've already shown you the card. So there goes the surprise, but super happy with that. Means that money saved in the pocket, and as well as stress and trouble having to find trades and so on and so forth. So that's virtually it. So all that in combination with the team set from Richmond. So let's just have a quick look at the comments, then we will start our unboxing here. Jono, good to see you, mates. Thanks for tuning in. You said, would you be interested in a call after the stream? A call? I don't know what for, but I've got to duck straight to my tea is actually my dinner is sitting downstairs, mate. Got some Greek on the menu tonight, so bit of a takeaway night, and keen for that before it gets too cold, which by the stage I get to it, it will be cold. Skitsy, hope you're well, mate. Good to see you joining us. Keen for some SuperCoach. Let us know as well in the comments if anyone is keen to or is going to be playing BBL SuperCoach. We'll be doing some more uploads of that. Be sure to check that out on this channel here if you haven't already. We do have Monty in here joining us, and likewise Slim. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Absolute legend that you are. We've got Monty, of course, the guru, the master from Fan Footy, one of our very own great resources that we all use, really, when it comes to SuperCoach side of things. But he is in the backstage. I don't know if he's keen to jump on, or if he's just, I guess, keen to. I don't even know how he jumped in the back end. Did I actually put out the wrong? I might have put out the wrong link, did I, on Twitter? Let me have a quick squiz at that. What have I done? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I put out the wrong link. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've stuffed myself up, I think. Apologies, Monty. Let me give you the actual link to watch this stream. I'm an absolute dimwit. Apologies. Let me just save that, and I'll just retweet it out again. It must have been already saved on my copy board, or whatever you want to call it, when I tweeted it out like an absolute dumbass. Where are we? You think I'd be like all across this and not have any mistakes, but that's just me. What do we call it? Legacy Ultimate. Okay. Alrighty. So just put out that tweet again. Apologies, Monty, because you are joining us, but hopefully you can still watch it in the back end. Hopefully that makes sense. So Monty, if you are keen, mate, you can just click on this link in the chat. There we go. If that makes sense. Anyway, let's get to it, ladies and gents. Let's stop stuffing around and talking about my issues with production. StreamYard is actually pretty good. They're doing some good things, good upgrades and stuff. Multicams though, they make you pay the like top tier of the membership. And I'm like, really, it would save a lot of hassles having to do this, because virtually the card cam is me having to plug in as like a secondary guest. But anyway, that's by the by. Paddy, what are you doing? Sorry, my pet cat. I don't know what he's doing. Did you want to get out? You might see him in the background. If I shift this, can you see him? No, I can just see him. He's just above the chair there. His little co-pilot chair. Anyway, let's get to it. But let us know in the comment section. I don't see anyone saying they're collectors. I don't know if you boys are. Jono, Skitsy, Slim, let us know. Yeah. And I must say that these boxes are like Fort Knox. The hassle and trouble that I had trying to unwrap the packets was something else, that's for sure. Now, I did say as I was recording my first unboxing that if I didn't hit any nice cards in the first box, I was going to bite the bullet and sell the second box. But because I was able to get some half decent ones, so this is what it looks like, I've decided to open the second box. So this is what it looks like inside, the little mini boxes. And so as you can see here, the little boxes, that secondary cam shithouse, apologies. So they're gold packets are the ones with the goodies. The silver box is the team set. So we'll open that first. Sorry, let me just let my cat out. 1 second. We're back. Alrighty, so we might do the team set box first. Now, let us know as well. It's always a bit of fun guessing as to what the card is that I'm about to reveal. So for the team set box, let us know what your thoughts are as to what team I have. My first box, I was guessing that it was going to be North Melbourne for some reason, because I had quite a few North Melbourne cards in the previous release. Oh, sorry, private chat. Monty says, I'm in the app. I can see the video in the app. Apparently, I can't use the browser because I'm... Oh, yeah. Apologies, Monty. Just to let you know, mate, what's happened is, like an idiot, I've actually copied the wrong link. So the link I've actually copied and pasted and tweeted out is the link for guests to join me on the stream. So I have actually just retweeted the proper link. It's saying the browser isn't accessible on the iPhone as a guest. So if you can do it via the link that I've just put out, or just do it via YouTube, check out our YouTube channel, SuperCoach Edge. You said I can still see. Okay, that's the main thing. That's all good. It's all good. Alrighty, we are opening up. Let us know before we open, of course, what your thoughts are with regards to what the team is. It's quite sizable, of course. And it's good as well that it's a full team set. I think previously with this kind of release, I reckon, is very much like Optimum. I mean, it's got like the plus, it's got the whatever, the Honors Plus, which is virtually like Optimum Plus. But yeah, it's got quite a few different high-end cards here. You probably can't see, you might be able to, on the checklist here. The ones down the bottom are like the big chase cards. So there's Influential, which is 1 in every 11 boxes, which is pretty good odds. 1 in every 31 boxes is the medal winner. So Coleman, obviously, Norm Smith, Brownlow. Future Hall of Fame, which is one I got with Charlie. That's 1 in every 6.5 boxes. So you get half a card in one. Nah, just joking. And then the other prototype is 1 in every box. 1 in every box as well for the Vortex. Prototypes numbered to 60 and the Vortex to 80. Futures Finest is 1 in every 2 boxes, so I've already got one of those. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, I might get another one here, or could miss out. Futures Finest numbered to 80. All Australian, they're numbered to 180. And then the big dog up here, or a couple of big dogs, is the 300 games signature card. That's 1 in every 5.5 boxes. And the legacy card, which is the lowest number of the lot, numbered to 35, 1 in every 6.2 boxes, I think that says. So there you go. But thanks for what you're doing, Monty, as well. Let us know, because, I mean, it's a pity you're not in the main chat because people can't see your comments, but you are actually releasing, if I'm not mistaken, a new part of your website, which is a Mr. Football, I think it's called, which is like a virtual trading card game, I think. That's sort of the crux of it. Maybe getting that wrong completely, but I know you've been developing it for quite a while, and I've been tracking it, so I'm quite excited to give it a whirl, mate. So if you want to give us a bit of detail about that, I'm happy enough to give it a plug, mate, because you do some incredible work for all of us SuperCoach Tragics. In the comments, Johnny, you've said Saints for the team, surely. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go, because I think as well that they all share the exact same number as well. Monty has said, yep, it does have a lot of crossover with trading cards. There you go, Mr. Football. So keen to check that out. Now, the reveal. Now, I know my iPhone camera, for some reason, it's pixelated here. But let's have a look at what we've got. It looks like a base card of sorts, is it? It is Freo. I can see the card on the back, so that just ruins it for me, but that's all right. So it's the Freo base team set. There we go. Oh, well, it doesn't ruin me because I know all the players. We'll go through them. They're all numbered to all numbered 150. There you go. So I'll just do this. This is easier. So they all look pretty slick, pretty cool cards. Jai Amos, Andy Brayshaw, Jordan Clark. Both of those boys I had in my previous box. Frederick, Fifey, Luke Jackson, Jaeger O'Meara, Jägermeister, Alex Pearce, Luke Ryan, Caleb Sarong. That's a bit of a thick one. There's 2 cards stuck together. Cooper Simpson. I've got his draft pick SIG card. Josh Tracy, Michael Walters, and Hayden Young. So there we go. If any supporters are watching of Freo that are keen for these cards, let me know. Happy to on-sell them to, of course, fund my what's going to be again another expensive chase. Not as bad as previous releases where we've had bulk like high-end Charlie, Harry, and Walshy cards, and it's absolutely killed me, or at least the bank account. So at least I'm happy with this. Main reason I got them, I mean, there's obviously a few Charlie cards to go around. I might actually minimize this. Where are we? If we go solid, no, we'll just remove that. There we go. It's probably easier a bit now. I don't know why it looks so pixelated on my phone though, which is annoying. But anyway, we'll remove that just so you can see a bit better. But that's it. That is the team set that I've got there. So I've got Richmond and Freo. We'll pop that away there. And we'll open our first box. I might even just get rid of this other, because really it's probably just easier for me to just, it's better quality as well. So tried something, didn't work. Oh wait, is it? No, it's better now. It's slightly pixelated compared to my 4K webcam, so you can certainly tell the difference. But anyway, let's open this bad boy. I need another webcam or something. Like, I was trying to do it, set it up in, what was it? It was like defaulting to vertical instead of horizontal, which wasn't working, and it was looking pretty shit. So this is the only way to do it, where it's facing me. I was doing it where it was facing down, which is kind of the way that you should be doing it, because it kind of defeats the purpose. It's like both same cameras, really, same angles. Alrighty, so it comes with a little sticker on the back, just for virtually, you know, if you open it up, it says void. So it just knows that it hasn't been tampered with. you know at least. And then in the box, it comes with this little packet. Now, I was chatting about this when on my first record anyway. I do like the idea of the box within a box, but surely that's a waste of resources and a waste of money for Select to do that. Like, if they're trying to be sustainable, get rid of the plastic and pop them all in these boxes here. Like, it's new age, who cares? I know it's like goes against the standard, opening a packet of cards, but who cares? Like, you're still opening them, and it's easy to slide them out one by one. With this, you'll see here, in terms of trying to open up this packet, the glue they've used on this is high end. I'll give them that. Yeah, I literally cannot tear the top. So I have to like pull it apart ever so carefully and expose the edges. So you wouldn't have this issue either, because I'm worried about damaging the cards. Previous releases, yeah, it's so hard to open up. Previous releases, been easy just to like rip it and tear it. But I don't know if they've put a few extra layers of plastic here, but crikey. Oh, shizen. Hopefully that wasn't a card that split into. Carlton fingers, that's why. Just all greasy. Yeah, that too, mate. That too. I've got the Richmond set for you for your Skitsy, except it contains Graham, Rioli, Bolton, and Baker. Out of like 8 cards or whatever it is. Classic. Alrighty. Let's reveal the first card together. And we have... who is this? Hawthorn. Your mob, Monty. I think you're a Hawks man. It is Will McCabe. So father-son, if I'm not mistaken. Name rings a bell from back in the day in the early 2000s. Luke, I think is his dad, if memory serves. There you go. He is numbered, 105 of 255. So there you go. Monty said work hard for a demo. I can't put your comments on screen, Monty, because you're in the private chat. Wait, hold on 1 second, Monty. What I'm going to do is, because I want you to be amongst us. I'm going to give you this link here. There it is. So this is just the main link. Click on this link that I'm sending you now in the private chat, Monty, and it'll open up another window, and then you can chat in the comment section so I can whack you up on screen. Baker's my favourite, says Skitsy. We'll still love him from afar. I love him as well because it helped us get pick, was it 12? 12? No, pick 14 out of your mob, Monty, and helped us get, of course, pick 3 and good old Jagger, good old Mick. Alrighty, next card we have looks like just a basic. It is an honours, basic honours, and it is Bailey Fritsch, numbered 52 of 255. Alrighty, here we go. I might just get rid of this other camera because, no, I'll keep it there because I might lay it out. Let me just remove that for now. Add to stage. Can we switch it around? Okay, it doesn't work. But anyway, you'll better see the cards me doing this. Alrighty, so it is the one hit of the. Let's bring it up, shall we? Down here, the prototype, and it kind of is a bit of a giveaway as to who the player is based upon the color of the background. So it's like that meme with like numbers and stuff, like the Rain Man type thing. I'm going to say it's Collingwood. I can see on the back it's numbered 28 to 60. Let us know your thoughts. It is, I can't see that. It is Katter. Is it Blitzarves? No, yes, Mark Blitzarves. There you go. So not too bad there. Good old Blitzarves. That's the first Geelong card I think I've had of both boxes as well. Now, we do have the next card. And it is... Oh, what is this? I can't read that. Oh, it's a Future's Finest. So I've bucked the trend here because it says here in the checklist, Future's Finest is 1 in every 2 boxes. Okay, well, there you go. For me, it's one in every one box because I've got it in both. Alrighty, so I can see on the back it's Gold Coast. That gives it away. And that's, oh no, of course. I always get a Gold Coast player that is either traded or whatever. It's Jack Lukosius. Oh, and like a big card, like a nice hit card like that. Disappointing. That's Lukosius. That is disappointing. But anyway, numbered 47 to 80. Just please no more. Another Gold Coast. For those people that have tuned in previously, I am like littered with GWS and Gold Coast cards, and I thought I dodged it with my first box, but now they're coming back to bite me in the ass. This is looks like a copper, and it's Jake Rogers. It's the smallest signature ever. Literally a JR. It's like a signature that was crafted by a 10-year-old. But no, thank you, Jakey. Jake the Snake. Yeah, exactly, Skits. Exactly, got the dud. It's like the previous select box, whatever the release was. I ended up having, I think it was like Jake Stringer. I had Houston. This is like heading to the trade period as well. So I luckily was able to get rid of those and sell those before they were traded because I knew that both of those boys were going to be gone. Alrighty, and it is a Honours Plus Nathan Broad. There you go. Good old Broady. Getting Richmond mob, mate. Skitsy, you're bringing the Richmond juju here. It's not good. And then Collingwood, which is just the Honours Plus team header card, I guess you want to call it. That's 84. Sorry, I didn't see the numbers on the back of those. Broad is 58. And 78 of 175 is Jake Rogers. So no more Gold Coast cards, please. Please, for the love of God. This is already turning out to be a box that I should have sold. But well, we wouldn't be having the fun that we're having, so you pay for that. And they really should. And the other thing as well, select. With these, you should make it so it's got like a pull string, like you're unwrapping Chewies. Make things so much easier, and you wouldn't be damaging boxes, cards, all that sort of stuff. So get to it. Get to it. They probably should have it on there if they're able to do it for if they're going to continue with the plastic. I'd love to see that. Makes it so much easier to open card little plastic pouches. So they should definitely do it for this. Alrighty, 7 cards more. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's minimize this, and you can see my big noggin. I don't like doing it this way either because it kind of ruins as to what the card is. So I might, because I can see the reverse. So let me do that, even though it's pixelated to shit. Apologies. Jeez, it's terrible. Anyway, here we go. Are you still with us, Monty? I think he is. See, again, this isn't due to the greasy hands, Skitsy. This isn't due to the greasy hands. And so this is the worry as well when you're like pulling it apart, it like runs over the top edge of the card, and I hate it because just don't want any sort of damage or rubbing, all that sort of hoopla with cards. Fucking hell. Jesus. Alrighty, I'm going to do it this way so I don't ruin the surprise for myself. It's going to be upside down. So let me do it this way. So it is a basic Honours card. And again, GWS. Select, you punish me always, and I don't know why. But GWS, Gold Coast, in the one box. Select, come on. Come on. You're undoing all the good work you had with the first box. Alrighty, so that's that. It's going to unveil the next card, which will be ooh, it's a bagger. It is a bagger. It is Ashton Moyer. This bloke's going to be an excitement machine. And it is an honours. That's that. Next up, we have another honours. Jesus, honours bloody galore here. That's the only shit part of this release is honours. There's too many honours cards. And next up, we have... Is that Gold Coast again? I'm telling you, they are taking the absolute mick. Fuck me. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Apologies if any younglings are tuning in. It is Ben King, which isn't too bad. I mean, King is a good player, but how many Gold Coast players have I had in this box now? Honestly, there's something to it. Literally something to it. I don't know what it is, but it's like they pile in all the same GWS and Gold Coast cards in the same box. Fuck me. Honestly. All Australian. Now, it can't be a Gold Coast player. We know that unless it's Gary Ablett. So thank Christ. It is all Tex Walker, another Adelaide card. There you go, all Australian. I didn't check the numbers on the back of these as well. Ben King. What number's Ben King? Is he single digits? He's number 4. Let us know what number he wears. Monty, you might know this, mate. Monty, you said you need a producer to come in and fix your setup. Snap those fingers. Where are we? Comments. And then underneath. Well, Monty, as it so goes, I am actually my own producer, and because my own personal business, I'm a video editor, videographer, and producer. So, but I do need someone else to help me out. A one-man show. We have another Adelaide player. Look at this. So many Adelaide players. Is this a duplicate of the guy that I had previously? It is a copper. It is Oscar Ryan. I'm pretty sure I should check that. Might be a gold that I had. Hopefully it's a gold, not a copper. Because, again, duplicate cards come back to bite me in the ass. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm just checking to see what it was. I think it was a gold. Yes, it was. There you go. So not bad. I might be able to sell that as a set. Oh, only thing is, it's pretty shit. The signature has, and it happens sort of quite a few of them. You might, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like a scraping over it, a smudge, which like the quality control of this is pretty piss poor from Select. Because what they should be doing is, I mean, it's hard, but like when the players, because with previous cards, what they've done is they put like a little film over the top to protect like the layer or the film, the gold foil, all that sort of stuff. But with the SIGs, they're just exposed, and there's no even spaces between this card and the next. So it might even be rubbing in the packet, and then... So that's disappointing because it lowers the value. I mean, you'd be able to send that through to Select and get a replacement, I'm sure. But yeah, that's pretty piss poor. Anyway, that's that. Can't do much about it for now. And then rounding us out, we have an honours plus of, the big tractor. Again, this looks like the shittiest little card. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest demon of them all? It is Christian Petrarca. Alrighty, I'll pop these in, these big dog cards in some penny sleeves in a moment. I'll just leave them on the side, just protected. And pop him there for now. Let's get rid of this card cam. And last box. Jono, you are correct. I knew I had a 4 in there. 34. Not quite number 4. So this box hasn't been the best. I mean, it's good that I got another Future's Finest, but looking at the checklist, actually, as I'm opening this, in terms of cards that I'm guaranteed, we're still looking for a Vortex, which will be in this box. And there's only 7 cards, so one of the 7 will be a Vortex. We've already had a Prototype. We've already had a Stadia. All Australian. 1 in every 2 boxes we might. Oh, no, because there's already in this one. We might be lucky enough to get a 300 game signature, potentially one in every 5.5. We might get another signature rookie card. Be nice to get influential, I think. One in every 11 boxes, and the number to 40. So if we can do that, that'd be nice. That would be handy. Monty, lucky last. Go for Harry. Which Harry? Because I think we picked up like another 2 or 3 Harrys in the draft. Harry O'Farrell and I forget the other boy's name we picked up. Charleston, I think it was, in the rookie draft. But yes, you are correct, Monty. Let's go for a Harry. Let's go for a Walshy. That would absolutely top it off. That would make up for all these Gold Coast and GWS cards that I've got. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do except cry and lament not actually selling the box and then using that money to put towards actually just buying the cards that you want? That's the thing, is like, it's the big appeal of this is like not knowing, it's the thrill of the chase, opening up cards. And again, I can't open this, and it's not the greasy finger skits before you start again. I literally can't open this at all. Fort Knox cards. There we go. I'm gonna like open it up in the little bloody the smallest of openings. Oh, crikey. Sound like bloody Steve Irwin now. Oh, here we go. 11 people tuning in. Very good. Let us know if you are a card collector, a select card collector, AFL Select that is, and if you're chasing any particular players, because we're halfway through the box, and there's, if you support Gold Coast, if you support GWS, I'm your man, because I've got quite a few cards for you, unfortunately for me. Alrighty, let's do it. Skits, you're saying Butterfingers are very good. Alrighty. We're just going to do it this way. I can see the card at the back, and it is an Honours, and it's from your mob as well, Monty, if you're still with us, which I think you are. Yep, I can see you down there. So we've got Honours, Aaron Norton. We'll go this way, sorry. It's going to be another Honours. Yep, Honours galore of Hayden Young. I reckon it's going to be a Vortex coming up very, very soon. Another Honours. Crikey, this is not good. And I think this is the Vortex that's coming up. It is. Is it Adelaide? Oh, it's Ruben Jinby. It is West Coast. I think it's the first West Coast card I've had of both boxes. And we have a... Oh, what's this one? I think it's a Hall of Fame card of some sort. And it is a Hall of Fame... Who is that? Honor Roll 2. I don't know who that is. I'll have to check. Any Doggies fans would know who that is. Which is funny. That's the first Hall of Fame card I've had across both boxes as well. And the whole thing's built on like Hall of Fame. Oh, it's another Hall of Fame card, is it? Redemption card of... Who's the old big dog we got here? Nathan Buckley. There we go. Good old Buckers. This card entitles you to a special limited edition numbered signature card personally signed by Nathan Buckley. There you go. Good old Bucks. The coach who I worked under when I was working at Collingwood. Ripper bloke. Considering he's a Collingwood man, he's a ripper bloke. Only 110 signed cards have been produced for the above player. This card will be redeemed for the equivalent numbered card. So there you go. Not too bad. That's kind of redeemed us in a little way, I guess. Some way, shape or form. And the card below is, as I alluded to earlier, one of your Hawks, Cam McKenzie, Honours Plus. So let me have a look a little bit closer. And it's 66 of 110 for the Bucks card. It says, please go to select redemptions and find the information to... So I have to send the card in virtually. Let's bring up the checklist now. And so Hall of Fame signature. Oh, okay. So numbered Numbered, this is 1 in every 2 boxes, apparently. And then numbered to 110. So he's an inductee, is Bucks. So hence the silver. As you can see there, the gold is those who have been inducted but also promoted to legend status. There we go. So I've got a couple of legends cards there. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, I guess. Could be worse. But it's all about the fun of it, really. Yes, Monty, sorry, you were right. He's just, for those people who can't see Monty's comments, because he is in the private chat, it is, sorry, I didn't check that. He's 31 of 75, and it is, doesn't even say his name, number 2. Well, it's not Doug Hawkins, it's not Chris Grant, it's not Scott West, it's not Brad Johnson. Is it Templeton? I think you're right, Monty. Templeton. Otherwise, Brad Hardy, but I don't think that is Brad Hardy. I'm not familiar with the old legends. I think that's Templeton. So yeah, they're numbered to 75. And so they're actually lower numbered than the signature card. But anyway, it's at least I've got a signature card. It's not too bad, considering that. Because there are non-sigs. It's weird how they worked it out, but anyway. Monty, Charlie Sutton wore 2, didn't he? Yes, I think he did. I don't know what the 2 is. Is that to do with... let me just scroll down the checklist. Where are we? So, Hall of Fame. Where are they? They're the inductees. Why they separated them anyway? So Western Bulldogs, yeah, so there's only 2 players in this variant. So it's either Templeton, who's number 2, and they should really say who the player is. It just says Western Bulldogs 1 and 2. So I don't know. Surely it's one of like Doug Hawkins, Grant, West, Johnson, and Hardy. It's just, yeah, it's strange how they've worked that out. They've only got 2 players from that list. There must only be specific players of only, like, easy to narrow it down to 2. Well, there's no Gold Coast, obviously, no Giants. Strange. Anyway. Yeah, I think you're right, Monty. It's Templeton. Let's have a look at his face. It's a bit before my time, and I'm not a Doggies fan, so I'm not across these legends. Western Bulldogs. I put in Templeton Dogs, and it's come up with actually a breed of dog. Yes, it is. It's Calvin Templeton. There you go. That's him. Very, very nice. Well, Monty, if you wanted to jump on for a chat, feel free. You've said maybe you can find a doggy tragic to sell him to. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, jump on, Monty. You can give yourself a bit of a plug to any fellow super coaches that are tuning in. Of course, no doubt there will be some. But we'll have to get you on proper during the season to chat about, of course, because there's very few people jumping onto our channel at the moment with a SuperCoach frame of mind, unless they're keen to play BBL SuperCoach. But let us know as well, because I have a few questions for you with regards to your platform and ideas that you have around, I guess, the future of what you have in store. Let me just get rid of this first and foremost. Where are we? How do I get rid of it? Jesus, this is why I need multicam and not have to be forced to pay $1 million in order to set up a different camera. There we go. Let me just put some ears in, Monty, and we'll have a bit of a yarn, bit of an extra treat for those people tuning in. So if anyone in the comments section, of course, I know there are quite a few that are super coaches. Looking at you, Jono, Skits, Who else did we have? Slim, of course. All super coaches. So if you have any questions and comments for the great man Monty, let us know. But we'll add him in right now, and we'll check to see if the audio is working. Have we got you, Monty?
Hello.
G'day, Monty.
Hello.
We got you. Hey. Hello. How are you?
I'm just putting my shirt on because I was. It's a bit hot tonight. No, it's actually.
I can relate.
In case the actual camera turns on.
It's just like it just turns on automatically. You're just naked, and everyone's like, "What is going on?" Well, that's how you watch the streams here on SuperCoach Edge.
Stream, hello, no, we're not really OnlyFans. Only fans.
Yeah. Only fans footy. That might work. I was very much the same earlier as well before I was streaming. What did you say? Sorry.
No, that actually might work. Actually, funnily enough, but no, I don't do an only fan footy or fan only or something. No. No, I've got.
Oh, there we go. Skits has said, "Keep it off, Monty. Keep it off."
Yeah. No, it's not that kind of chat. Sorry, Skits.
No, exactly. Sorry, apologies for those people tuning in that are expecting otherwise, but we might get banned from YouTube.
No, well, you've given the entertainment. It was I do love an unboxing, and I was personally thinking there was going to be a lot more giants there, but apparently you've already gianted up, so it was all done.
Yeah. It was the last. I can't remember what the last release was. It wasn't. I've got a whole host of cards. I actually might be able to show you if I just in my where are we? My phone camera again. I'll show you the cards that I do have of my collection, which is dated back to COVID, which is where I got back into collecting again. Like I used to when I was younger, and the old sticker books as well during the late 90s. But now, I only exclusively collect Charlie Curnow, Sammy Walsh, and Harry Mackay. So just because it's way too expensive. I remember it was the 2021 was when I got back into it again, and I did have a collection of the entire Carlton team, as well as like pretty much trying to collect the entire set. And then it was the next release after that. I think it was the Footy Stars 2022, where they did like the hobby pack and like just the normal pack or the box. And it was virtually like the same thing, but duplicates. And I'm like, this is just going to burn a hole in my pocket. So at that point, I was like, nah, I'm just going to stick to 3 players that I love and build that out. But even so, like, especially Sammy Walsh, his cards are like Dacos-esque in terms of value. Like, they're just absolutely ridiculous. So he's helped me in a sense because he's been injured and his performances have been a little bit down. So the value of him hasn't really crept up. Whereas Dacos is just literally you have to sell an arm and a leg to try and get him. So I'm thankful that I'm not a Pies fan.
Surely Walsh is not as valuable as Cripps, given Cripps is one Super Brownlow, surely.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like Cripper, since winning his second Brownlow, I think people have jumped onto collecting him a little bit more, so his value's gone up. But I think it's just based upon like, the number 1 pick status, the fact that he's seen as like the next best thing. He's kind of, since he was drafted, I'll get my my album. So I've got a little glass cabinet there with the higher end cards that I'll show in a moment. But this is the Harry and Charlie one. But I've gone back through and I've collected every single card from when they were drafted. So it's kind of like a bit of a chase. So it's, you can see it here. So it's like so from the top down, it's like his first card. There is one missing from there, which is the it's the red card, which I think the variant was only numbered to 35 or something. But it's worth like $2,000. It's absolutely ridiculous. Rising Star cards, all that sort of stuff. And then as we go through the years, goes all the way. So yeah, bit of a collector's item. Hopefully the future kids appreciate it and don't just throw it in a dusty corner when they grow up and get older.
Have you thought about shrine that you can actually pray to?
What's that?
Instead of having it in in a binder where you have to leaf through it, have you thought about like making a wall and having a shrine like with a big picture of him in and like little, then you'd have to have little candles underneath it, and the candles might ruin the cards, so that wouldn't work, I suppose, would it? No.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. I do like the idea of a shrine though. Like I've almost got half of one here with Cripper and Kerno there, and I still need a secondary poster for Cripper's. That was his first Brown loan, 2022. And then down below there was one of the gifts I received from my dad. There's who's on there? Um, Gibbs, Juddy, Murph, Walker, Betts, and Cruiser. So that's always just sitting there with the Supercoach Edge captain's hat prop there as well. But yeah, this is the other binder as well. Same sort of thing. First cards of when they were drafted. I don't know if you can see Harry there, but I reckon they've mixed this up. This looks like his brother more than Harry. Very, very strange. I don't know. Like I know he's obviously aged, but just like very, very off looking. It looks like he's actually he's it's Ben.
It is funny.
Yeah.
The popularity seems to be where people pick their favorite player, and then they follow them through their career, hoping that they would be the next the GOAT. And even if they're not, if they don't quite get to that level, they are so invested that they keep on following that player. Even like in this case where Walsh has probably been left in the shadow of Cripper, but Walsh is still more popular. That's fascinating.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy the way that the I guess the value or the market works, because as long as people are still buying them at the prices that people list, then they're going to keep that value. I think people are just afraid to sort of drop the price because there's still the demand there, and there's still obviously the supply as well, with a lot of these cards and the lower number ones as well. Like the value's higher obviously than the ones with number to 150 or whatever. But yeah, it's funny. Just with Walsh, he keeps his value. Do you collect it all, Monty? Because I know obviously it's just a bit of a segue to your developing venture with
Like
Mr. Football.
like everyone of my vintage, I think I've still got a full. Was it 92 or 93 when they first came out? With that Select back then. And like that was the re-emergence of collectible cards. Yeah, that's more than 30 years ago now. But I think a lot of people collected a full set back then, and not everyone kept up with it. But I have not been collecting recently. I do. I'm playing a lot of virtual trading card games. So like at the moment I'm going through the Pokemon trading card game. Now I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, but I respect their game. Their particular game that I'm playing, but just their overall, the way they've set themselves up. I mean, their app is nothing really to write home about technically, and it earns $3 million a day. And it looks like a piece of rubbish, really. But it's because it's Pokemon, and they've put work in over decades. And I'm sure the Selected love to have a game like that to sit in a corner and earn money for them. But anyway,
Sure.
So I definitely respect the fandom of people like you who support that industry, and that's part of what football is about, trying to recreate that in a virtual arena. But I have a question for you before I talked about Mr. Football. Have you been playing AFL 23, and what do you think of the long-awaited debut of their team cards, which have been going for a month or two now?
Yeah, no, I haven't actually purchased the AFL 23. The game before that was it AFL 20, or was it AFL? I can't remember the iterations because it was AFL Live, AFL Live 2, then it was AFL. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I own a PlayStation due to the amount of limited time that I've got nowadays compared to back in the day when I was a hardcore gamer and used to love it. I probably don't have the time to justify paying. I think it's still, for last I checked, it probably is on sale now, Black Friday, but should check that. But when I think it was like even a few months after it was released, like even 6 months after it was released, and it's like still full price. And I'm like, from what I had heard in terms of feedback, reviews, everything else, probably wouldn't justify spending the full amount. I love playing FIFA as well in terms of like other sporting games. I'm not a massive, I guess, football or soccer fan, but I just love playing FIFA. Um, and I know like you can't compare the pair because obviously the development side, like you know this full well in terms of the resources and money poured into like the EA Sports side of things, compared to the it was a Big Ant Studio. I think they still develop it, the AFL variant. But I think from what the issues that I had early on, I remember I was looking at Big Footy. They were chatting about it on there. They had their own little thread dedicated to it, and the amount of issues that people were talking about, and it looked as though they kind of shot themselves in the foot initially because they'd set like a release date, and then in sort of like pushing it back and pushing it back because it wasn't ready, they'll like stuff it. We've got to like release it as it's like bare bones, which like needed to like add in little bits here and there. And with the issues that it had, I think the marketing side of things, they kind of hurt themselves. And like I'm a prime example of that, like having watched all that. But to your question about the virtual trading card side of things, when that was released, my ears like pricked up because I was like, I actually enjoy that side of FIFA, in terms of the collecting the player cards and stuff, being able to have those players in your team, and then playing online and leveling up your team and stuff. So I really do like the fact that they've gone down that route, because yeah, even for someone like myself who's obviously a physical card collector, there's that appeal there as well as like a virtual collector, which works in with the game mechanics. I think if it was virtually just a virtual card collection sort of thing, because I think there is another platform that does it. You might know the name of it, but there's like an app, and I think one of the other SuperCoach content creators, I think they're aligned with them. I'll have to check their name if you don't know, but it's virtually like, yeah, collecting the virtual players and stuff. And I don't know, for me, I don't think there's enough
There's one.
continuity and stuff.
Is there a tops one? There's a tops one that's I think specific.
Yeah,
card.
there is a
So
tops one.
card focused rather than game focused, as I recall.
Yeah, there is. What's it called? I'm trying to think of the lads that are aligned with them as well.
Oh,
Um,
now no, squad. It's
game
game day
what's
squad.
it
I think
called?
it's called.
Yeah, it's one Game Day Squad. Yeah. So I think I haven't really looked into it too much, but I know when they first started, they had like might have been the World Cup equivalent, and I was opening up a few packs of that, and I was getting so many duplicates, and I was like, meh, like nah, all good. Like I think if I was younger, maybe I would, but I don't know. Maybe I'm coming out of that demographic, the target demographic. But yeah, I think with the extra element for me with the AFL 2023 side of things and the FIFA side of things, where you're able to like collect the players, but also have them in your team to play with that player. There's like that extra layer there, that extra incentive to collect, and I guess pay for extra packs and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like what's your background? You obviously have got AFL. I'm assuming AFL 2023.
Yes, but I don't play it a lot. But I've gone through it with my 10-year-old boy and opened a few packs and seen what it's all
Oh,
about.
nice.
I reread it to see what the to take the temperature of the fan base. And yes, I mean, obviously there was a lot of complaints about it being what was it, 2 years late, the AFL, and yeah, that's obviously. But I mean, I certainly can't criticise, seeing as I've spent 7 years developing this game. Haven't really put it out yet, but hopefully going to be starting on Steam month. So that's something which, yes, you do take a marketing hit, but then once it is out, then things change, and they are, from what I hear from the fans, there are the actual game AFL 23 is full of people who spend a lot of money on cards, so they must be making some money. I don't know exactly how many of those people. I'd love to know their revenue figures. If maybe I'll get to ask Ross from Big Ant one day how he's going.
Yeah.
Probably tell me, but I'd be fascinated to see whether it is actually worth all that those years. But I think with Game Day Squad, they have a game, but they have no images, and they
Yeah,
use the player names, but of course they can't use the
the
any of the items.
likeness and yeah,
Whereas obviously with Big Ant, they've come from a long way back because they used to have the AFL license, and then they didn't because it got taken over to Wicked Witch for a couple of rounds of AFL Live, I think it was called, and
yep,
the AFL 23 was the first one back with Big Ants, so they obviously have a lot of experience with sports games, having done a couple of AFL ones before, but then also they do a tennis one and do various other Formula One one I memory. But they're experienced with these things, but yeah, AFL is Australian rules football is a very hard game to make a computer game of, especially in an arcade
yeah,
sense. It's three-dimensional, and it's got 36 players on the field, and the positions are not set. And anyone could be anywhere, and it's a very difficult game to model. So it's even worse than Gridiron, which is extremely difficult to think. So, but they've had 25 years to figure it out, and Big Ant have only had two to on this one. So I've got there's more time than anyone for the difficulty of the task ahead of of Ross and the Big Ant guys, and yeah, best of luck with that. And there's also another one which Max, the Squiggle guy, is also doing a simulation game, I believe. I forget what Max's last name is, but if you look up Max AFL Squiggle, he's I think he's an economist, but he also does that tipping competition aggregator, and he's works under the Squiggle brand, and so he does graphs and that sort of thing and visualizations. And he's also, decided he's going to make himself a computer game. So there's it seems to be a resurgence at the moment with, along with mine in a field which was fairly barren there for a long time. And so the more the merrier, I think. This will get more people back into associating games with footy, and it sounds like all four of those products, Game Day Squad, and whatever it was Max's thing is called, which I'm not even sure he's got a name for it yet, obviously, in AFL 23 and Mr. Football, they'll all be targeting different markets, and hopefully we'll be able to capture every desire that a footy player who's also a gamer can get out of their enjoyment of the game. He's still there. He's still there, Damo. Demo. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, hang on. Can you hear me, or I can't hear you? I don't know what's going on there. Hang on, I'll turn on my. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on there. I can't hear you, but maybe you can hear me. Weird. Maybe I'll come back out and come back in again. Oh, apparently the recordings are uploading. This is very weird.
Hello. I gotcha.
There we go.
Gotcha. I will blame my tech here because it's my new mic. It's my Shure, really nice mic. Sounds great. MV7 Plus, I think it is. But if you actually just tap the mic and you'll see it here, the little red light comes on.
Oh no. Oh no.
So now I'm back again. So it's like just a touch to mute type thing, and it's got me. I knew it would get me at some stage or another, and it's finally nabbed me.
All right, well, I've turned my video on in a panic, so you've got my video now. So yeah.
I got you. Oh, you're frozen now, so that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. All good.
Yes. I was going to say, well, yes, Ben asked in the chat if I got a Charizard. Yes, I have got a Charizard. I got one today, actually. So, yes, thank you for that. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to spend too much of your time gasbacking about my game because I think I did that one on on Lexi's podcast for about an hour and 3/4 about a few months ago.
But
So
I am keen though. I am keen to know a little bit more about it. Like, is there like a simulation aspect to it? Because I know I've seen some of the like the early builds that you've been releasing of, like, you know, the ovals and the. I know you've been utilizing a fair bit of AI. Has that helped you along the way in terms of trying to build player models and stuff, which I really liked?
well, well, there's a lot to talk about. So the first thing to say is that it currently is operational. A relatively late build is operational now at mrfootball.io. So if you want to actually load it up, it is playable now.
Very good.
So the main things I've added in the last month or two are a soundtrack with 14 of the club songs, or at least the songs that inspired the club songs, if you know what I mean. So there's the song that the Carlton theme song was based on.
Lily of Laguna, yep.
There. So yes, so to avoid copyright, I'm just using the original songs which are out of copyright, rather than the actual arrangements of the footy songs. So so there's a fair bit of that going on there. So I've got around copyright that way for that aspect of it, and there is a lot of AI imagery, AI generated imagery. So that obviously is something that a lot of people would have a bit of a problem with, and fair enough. But it was forced upon me because I did try to make my own pixelated versions of player heads, but then like about 5 years into the 7-year process, the Midjourney started making a big splash, and I tried it, and it was great.
I
haven't gone
fantastic.
back, so it keeps on loading. You might have to reload it. Well, actually, it will load for the first time because it's loading a fair bit of data, and then eventually it'll come through. Hopefully, the fact that it's sort of stopping and starting is a good thing. There you go.
So perfect.
There you go. So that's the game with Nez, the presenter. So I'm glad she's not upside down, because if you're on if you're on Apple, she appears upside down. That's another one of many bugs that I still have to figure, still have to kill. But anyway, so the premise of it is that you are in an alternate universe where the VFL failed. So Alan Aylett and Ross. Now you can see now you can hear the soundtrack. You might want to turn that down a bit more.
Hold on, let me mute it. There we go.
You would not believe how long that took me.
That's actually, that arrangement.
Yeah. So there's the arrangements. Well, the arrangements are, you can download MIDIs off the internet which have the arrangements, and then you just have to input what your source would be. It's very complicated. Put it that way. It took So, but yes, where was I? So as I said, the premise of it is that there is no league. The national leagues all failed, and as a consequence, all leagues everywhere got disbanded because everyone was so disgusted with the concept of leagues. And so you when you have a team, you can play anyone anywhere in Australia. And so you can go through in the campaign and play teams from all around Australia, all the states and territories, and it's at the that music's going to drive me crazy if you don't turn it down, because I hate that bloody.
It's still coming through. Where's it coming through? Because I've muted it. There we go.
Okay, right. Oh no! We've changed the song. Now we've gone on to what is that one?
I can't even hear it.
And here comes
still coming through.
The xylophone comes through. Anyway. Yes, I have to mute it when I'm working on the game because it just drives me crazy because I've heard it so many times. Anyway, maybe I'll have to mute you.
You might have to mute me.
No, I was just going to say, yes, so you can play anyone from anywhere. There's an Origin mode there, as you can see. There'll be other modes that'll open up as you go. So there's the match mode, which is one of the two main modes at the moment. The other one is the journeys. So that's actually a sort of a mission structure. So in addition to the actual playing of the matches, you've also and you know, by playing matches you level up your players, and you can earn items to equip them with, and but yeah, so the other major you know, the game mode is journeys, where you have missions and you test your players' intangible qualities. So if you go through to actually, you might have to open up some of the card packs there. So actually, well, this would be good for you. So that big thing that's yeah, in the middle there, that's
recruiting.
If you tap on that, it will this will pop up again. Well, actually, no, you've minimised there, so she's not appearing. But anyway, now you will be able to at least open one of those card packs. That's a 5-star card pack that you've got there. That little yeah. So that was the little sound that tells you you've opened up a 5-star card. You've opened up a pack and a 5-star card has appeared. So you have to click off that. I haven't quite. That's one of the things I haven't
Clary.
I haven't quite perfected yet. Is the tune. But I'll have to make that before I launch. So if you hit continue there now, that's another thing. You're supposed to actually get 6 different packs to start with. So I think the other 5 aren't appearing for whatever reason. But if you reload, then they'll appear. If you reload
the packs to recruit, okay. So if it just refreshed, or go back to
refresh the browser. So yeah, there's another that was just opening.
Here we go.
So yeah, there's a little bug I need to fix anyway. So you've got 5 other, I think there's 5 other packs there, and this is, so if you click on each of those in succession, it'll open up varying different numbers of cards for you. So it'll, you know, unbox those. Now again, this is another one where I haven't added the special animations for the better cards, you know, the 4 stars and 5 stars, because at the moment it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star cards based on quality. So they're not using the numbered thing that most of these games do. It's actually based on another on more of a the design of the players is actually based more on Chinese hack and slash sort of elf and dwarf kind of role playing games rather than sports role playing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, as you can see from those cards, there's 6 different. Well, actually, there's 10 different skills that you'll see down the left and the top left and top right, based on what sort of player they are, and also their physical attributes, of which I think there's 6, and then also there's between 1 and 3. Intangible attributes, which then you test in the journey. So a player like I've been doing this so long that I remember the names of the nicknames of the cards. I don't remember the
well, you got me there. I'm DJ, so I'm only 1 of 3 stars, but that's all right.
Like some of the older players. So, like for instance, Callan Ward, he's cement head in this game. Now he's a 3-star player because he's actually one of the better 3-star players, because not because of his on-field talents, but actually his off-field talents are much better, because he's got a lot of experience and he knows what to do with, you know, to solve problems off the field rather than on the field. So there's and whereas, you know, someone like a Bailey Smith has a lot of physical talents, doesn't have a whole lot of intangible talent. So, you know, he has got a lot of physical attributes and skills, but yeah, doesn't have a lot of stuff between the ears. But you know, so this is the theory behind having all of this, all these different kinds of cards. Now if you go continue and open up the other packs and see what. And
just quickly as well. So in terms of Toothpick, for example, he's 4 stars. Is it showing, because only 1 star is highlighted for each player?
Right.
What does that mean? Does it mean he's 4 stars or he's 1 of 4?
He is a 4-star card, but for him to get to his full power, you have to have
Oh, gotcha.
3 more duplicates of him and then merge them.
Ah, I see. I see. And that's like his potential, is it? Like you can see that he can max out at 4 stars,
Correct.
and you need duplicates and not. Yeah, I like it. Very
Correct.
nice. That makes
So
sense.
instead of have like shards of different cards, but in this case it's duplicates, and then you can like once you open them all up, you'll be able to see that you can merge the cards. Again, there's you're gonna have to go through and open them all up one by one, each pack by pack. So again,
Oh, good old Wally.
I believe Sam Walsh is in there under the name Plumber. I should actually consult you to see what the actual real nicknames of a lot of these players are, because I've tried to match the real nicknames with real as much as I can, but yeah, I forget who I
Yeah, a lot
thought
of
but yeah, there's a lot of silly names in there, but a lot of real
yeah.
as well.
Is there brackets in there? Is there McGovern?
There is brackets. Yeah,
There is a brackets.
he's a 4-star, I believe. Yes.
So, say for example, so I've got 2 bots in this this pack, so it means that I can merge both of those to form
Correct.
2 stars.
That's right.
Ah, very good.
So they have levels, but in this case, it's fitness. So fitness is an equivalent to levels. So they all start at 1, or in this case, because they're they're in the starter packs. Players in starter packs start between, I think it's 40 and 60% fitness, just so you have a relatively fit team to start with. But then every other card pack, everyone starts at 1% fitness, and then you have to build them up. So then when you have them filled up with as many stars as they have, so they're maxed out on the stars, and then they're maxed out on the fitness at 100%, and have all 6 of the items equipped, then you can make them complete, and they don't count against your card limit, your cap limit. So you have a cap, not a salary cap, but a cap in the number of players you have. And so that rises with your coach level, but it also you do end up having a lot of cards. So sometimes you have to trade some cards, which you'll see later. So there is trading, but only trading for better cards. So not trading with.
Gotcha.
So.
And I can spot Mason Cox there as the Seppo, 211 centimeters.
Yeah.
Very good.
Keep on opening.
Yep. Let's go. Next one, utilities. Okay.
So everyone's got a. I mean, I don't need to explain to you what the positions are. That's all should be relatively self-explanatory to a footy nut. So there's.
Oh, very good. Utility.
Again,
okay.
I will.
Here we go.
Okay, so you're finished with that now, and so you go back to to go back to the home is the top right, the
MCG.
So now you can look at your list, and it's got a spinning number there indicating you can merge some players.
Ah, okay. That was some training. Okay. That's fitness level to your players. Okay. 6 tiers of fitness. Okay. I see.
So that's
mergeable.
Yeah.
That's Clary. And so once cards are merged, do they last for as long as you have the card, or is it like they run out of?
No, the fitness does not degrade. There are certain modes in which they temporarily degrade over the course of a few days, but mostly they stay as they are. So, the all leading up to is like in FIFA 23, the cards only last for a season, and then most of them get wiped. Then you'll be able to upgrade cards to legend status. And then keep them but only for special guild play, for faction play, which is the groups feature. So that's which is all still in my head rather than actually being implemented yet. But that's the theory anyway. I'll be able to by the end of next season 1. So yes, you can merge all of those all together if you press that pink button, but or individually.
Oh, you merge all, yeah, okay. Yep. Gotcha.
So yeah,
train, okay, yeah.
there are merging multiple ones at once. So
yes.
done.
I think it's
Click.
frozen.
Oh, is it frozen? Oh yeah, as I said.
Oh, that's right. I'll just refresh it. There we go. That's right. That's people have to understand as well. It's the beta version, isn't it, of your website? You only just roll it out, so you're gonna have those natural bugs.
Well, as in the current. So you're again back to the tutorial. So that it was actually pointing at something, pointing at the shield at the top left.
Yeah.
So that black shield.
Okay. Randomly selected. Change. So you can change it. Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, hang on, it's waiting. Yeah, actually, you've stepped. I don't know how that's a bug I haven't seen before. So Damo, you've
oh, we go. That's all right. I just clicked the screen and it went away.
Good. All right. So now you can choose your as it says up the top there, your mascot and your town and the ground that you play at. So it's basically you can't choose your own team name. You have to choose an actual town that is in Australia, town or suburb.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, the jumper, yep, hometown.
Now, I presume a lot of people recreate their AFL jumpers and whatever, but you can actually call yourself Carlton, but I don't think you can call yourself the Blues. But
no, let's see.
But I think a lot of people choose their old place they were born.
There I am. Yeah. There I am at Wallet. So that's where I am at the moment. Let's go to where I grew up. The old reservoir.
Yeah.
There's another one as well.
And then reservoir. Sorry, you as a local would know it's reservoir, not reservoir.
Reservoir. Yeah, that's weight. Well, I mean, probably nowadays it's more reservoir than reservoir, as it was back then. It's more upper class, but yeah. So if I was to choose,
your jumper and your mascot and your ground, there's only a choice of two based on the location you're at the moment. But,
okay. Oh, has to be the G. Don't worry about Docklands. We can tear down. That's all right.
All right. So you can
and then mascot. Oh, geez, there's quite a few to choose from as well.
Yes.
The bludgers. Very good. I like all these, the bushies.
I'm thinking I probably should change those into sort of grayscale, or because they're a bit too colourful. Because that's not actually how the AFL mascots are, is it? Because they're all sort of colour coded, or like the red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah, I reckon this is something that's did SuperCoach. I don't know if I'm dreaming, but did they actually introduce something like this early on? Or because I remember some people had these sort of shields that they'd made.
But this was, that was before the AI, where you can just type something in and it'll give you something a lot better these days, and that's what made AI valuable and popular, because you can actually make a lot of this sort of stuff and not have to pay people for it, which is
exactly
people
saves money.
Yeah, but it's about the distance between idea and execution being quicker, and that makes for more ideas and better ideas. So.
And AI is pretty good as well. I've used it a little bit in terms of the design work that I've done in the past as well. Even through Adobe Photoshop, there's ones where you can expand the borders and stuff, or you can specify what you want filled in the frame, and it's actually really good. They're actually through the 2024 season, in making the thumbnails for our SuperCoach Edge podcast, there were actual photos that had been taken of, say, Maxi Gorn, and it was from the midriff up, and I needed something that was a bit longer, so I extended it out, and it actually filled in what it thought he was wearing. One variant was him wearing skins. Then there was another one which actually said that correctly he was wearing shorts of the same color matching the top. So I was it's actually pretty smart. It's and then you can rejig it again if you don't like what it's done, and yeah, it's actually pretty it's getting smarter each time. There are ones where it's just completely off, but there's some ones that you're like, oh, it's actually pretty good.
Yep.
This is pretty cool. Like there's a lot of options here, a lot of options. So it's keep people busy, that's for sure. And when you've done the club shield and stuff, can you go back and change it any time, or like once you're locked in, you're locked in?
Any time at the moment. I'm not sure about that. Maybe when there's more PvP modes, I might lock it in while you're in a particular PvP mode or something. I'm not sure. Oh yeah,
Okay.
some of this is still a bit up in the air because it's just me, and so I've got I'm the sole designer. So
Yeah.
sometimes I find about things, but yeah, that one I'm not totally wedded to at the moment. So the next thing would be you can open up some rewards there from the first one. Now that second one's probably going to crash it. So I'd reckon you can collect those, but then I'd go back and the next thing to do would be to go back and play your first game. I see now you've started. Now you've
What
started.
I've done. I've crushed it. To collect the rewards, reception elements on the emails. Okay,
Now you've
that's all right.
started.
Don't worry, it's all good. We're coming back. No, this is really detailed because
Right.
I don't know if you ever had a chance to play because I love like sports simulation games where like you're the coach, virtually like what this is, coach of the team, and then there was a really good game, and you can purchase it on disc going back would have been 2010ish, I reckon it might have been, and it was like AFL Football Manager or something, I think it was. And
Yep.
I've still got the disc. It's at my folks' place, but I poured so many hours into it. It was really, really good, really intuitive, similar to this. But like you piece together your team, you do trades, you do the draft, all that sort of stuff, and then when it'd come in season for each game, there'd be like a little simulation where you could see the players moving on the field,
Yes.
and the football kicked from left to right, kicking goals, all that sort of stuff. You could sim, and it
Right.
still had the element of like play. But I really, really enjoyed it. But I was
So now,
got to a stage where they.
if you go down to the Australian map there, you can play a game. So,
Campaign. There we go. Division 3. Matches in the campaign mode. Cost tickets. Okay.
so you play the state or territory and various places they're in.
Heidelberg, yeah. Coburg, Epping, yeah. Craigieburn, near where I am. It says there. So is that? So Division 3 are these teams? Division rank. Yeah. You see the breakdown: defense, midfield, forward, interchange. Okay, so the item rewards there. Something about fitness, recovery. I assume is that with the ice bag.
Well,
okay,
you can just pick your team and play your game. It doesn't really matter which of these ones you try. But anyway, this is a selection table. So again, this is something which I haven't spent enough time perfecting, but it's it's basic. It does the job at this point. So if you click on those three at the side, three buttons at the side, it'll go back down to back, centers, and forwards. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right forward, flank, centre half, forward, centre half, back. Gotcha. So that's the opposing team. Yeah, gotcha.
You probably play from here.
I thought they were all from the same side. I thought it was like a depth chart type thing. I was like, oh wait, no, that's the opposition. Matches. Here we go. This is it. Yeah, based on roles.
So
color-coded lines indicate.
Actually playing in the background, so you don't actually get to interact with the team while it's playing. So these are what they call asynchronous games. So you don't get to they stop and change tactics. They all get played out. Now that's start. This is very much like a lot of those Chinese and Japanese role playing games where you see, you set your 5 or 6 fighters and then you watch them fight and they win or lose, and then you go to the next one. So it's pretty much the same thing, except in this case, it's you can use the to go to okay. You've already won that game.
Oh shit, that went quick. Yeah, I just slowed it down towards the end, and I was like, oh wait, it's going too quick. So yeah, you can adjust the speed. What's that say? Oh, the drone and stats, blimp and stats. Oh, it's the different camera angles. Ah, very good.
So
I don't
it
even
is
know which team I was. Am I Melton or one Gola? I don't know who I was.
you're the blue one. So if you
Okay,
want to
trip place.
see the actual pitch, there's that hide rewards at the top right there. So
Ah, yep.
there you can change your camera. So that's the one from the stands.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah. This reminds me so much of the other one I was explaining.
yeah,
That, yeah, same sort of mechanics. Yeah, it's cool.
yeah. So
Blinkers
again,
stats. Oh, yeah.
ideally, I would like to be able to have a more direct graphical representation of actual players doing things, but that's not what I've been able. I've concentrated on the management rather than the actual arcade simulator. So
Yeah. Well, this is good
point,
though. It's still an element of it.
yeah, I'd love to be able to have pictures of players kicking balls and things, but that wasn't to be with this particular release, and you know, I'm not sure whether people are going to like this or not, but this is the game I've made anyway. So yeah, so if you go
I'll
back
have
to
to.
showing the
Where are we?
boards again, you can go back to the
IEP campaign.
go back to the campaign,
I'll
and
have
so
to
you
show you the what do you call it, the link to the game I was explaining, like to give you a bit of a look at, because it's very similar to the way that you built yours, but the only difference was instead of having like linear like lines and stuff, it was literally just a football going from player to player.
yeah.
But that was the only real difference. So yeah, because theirs wasn't like overly detailed. It was like circles on the ground. Each circle had a number, which is representative, obviously, of their number, and they just like move around the ground as the ball,
Uh,
like chase the footy virtually.
now there's a game like that called Top 11. That was one you might be.
Ah,
That's I'm not sure whether they were the ones to debut that technique, but certainly popular of the one that.
yeah. I think there's still a thread on big. If you go to Big Footy and check out the games forum and then AFL games, there's actually a thread on it, and there's actually a few developers that are still updating all software peeps who gurus who update the team list. So then you can just patch it in and keep playing the game with like current day lists, because I think it maxes out at a certain year or something, and then you've got to reset the whole thing. And yeah, it's got otherwise lists from 2010.
All right, Damo. I mean, we can sit here for hours and go to a
Thank you.
tutorial, but that's pretty much the game. So if you guys want
That's awesome.
on another date, you can then hit me up.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, well, I was about to say as well, because my dinner's still waiting downstairs, so I probably should tuck into that. Probably whack in the
yeah, probably.
microwave, but but no, thanks for jumping on, Matt. And yeah, we'll reconvene like during the Supercoach season proper. And yeah, if you can jump on, and we'll give you a bit of a plug again. And I'll have a bit of a go at this as well in the meantime. It looks like good fun.
Said the launch sometime next month. When I can, figure out all the bugs, or at least all the show-stopping bugs. But yes, it's and then I will be doing the rounds of people like you to publicise it, because I haven't got much of
For
a
sure.
marketing. Yeah, definitely need to get the word out there through guys like you. So I
No,
appreciate
well, absolutely. Always happy to, because you've obviously done so much for the community, and people like myself who love fantasy sports, Supercoach, everything else. So, and I'm a bit of a stats nerd. So all the stuff that you are able to provide outside of that, generally, I think is really invaluable. So, anything that I can do, as well as I imagine anyone in the community, I think is indebted to yourself. So, yeah, we will be able to help you out and spread the word, no doubt. So, thank you,
it. All
and
right.
I'll be a consumer of this and give it a whirl, and no doubt I'll be hooked into another simulation game as well.
All right. Thanks, Davo. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Monty. All the
All right.
very
See ya.
best. Have a good one. Take care. Bye. All right, ladies and gents, there you go. That is a bit of a sneak peek of Mr. Football. Looks like great fun. So go and check it out. It is in beta mode at the moment, as you would have seen if you're tuning in live, because there are obviously a few kinks to iron out, which is always the case. Happens with every single game. So it's just nice of him to whack it up online so people can test it and give it a bit of a run. Just helps out iron out the bugs. But no. Really is a great game, and something I think a lot of football fans will enjoy. So go and check it out. It is, of course, Mr. Football, and the link is mrfootball.io. So go and check that out. But that pretty much ends this stream. Went on for longer than we expected to because obviously we were here first and foremost to unbox our cards, and which is what we did. Second box, not the greatest, but it was still good fun to open. So was able to nab that. Just to recap, the big chase card of good old Charles. So happy enough with that. But we will have to get onto Facebook and the card groups there and hopefully trade up and sell some of these cards so I can at least afford to buy back or at least purchase those cards that I am chasing of Harry, Charlie, and Orshi. But that's it, ladies and gents. Thanks as always for tuning in. And we will be back, of course, for those people tuning in of the SuperCoach Persuasion. We will be, uploading some stuff as we head into the BBL Supercoach season, which will be in a week or two, thereabouts. So we're still going to do another team update, and then after that, we might do a bit of a Q&A potentially as well. But that's it from us here in this stream. Thanks as always for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one. Adios. See you. Bye. I'm trying to find the outro. Don't know where it is. We'll play the outro, see if it works, and we'll see you next time. See you, bye.